as a firm believer of the season that doesn't end, it's kind of surprising that I have to do this episode, but between the outbreak and springtime, the season is over, and we're going to talk about it today on the Ski Rex Media Podcast. How we doing, everybody? Tim from Ski Rex Media once again, your humble host of this fine podcast, your favorite, maybe not favorite, but at least someone you know as a Z-list celebrity, and whatever else you want to call me. Yes, Tim from Ski Rex Media. And I was kind of hoping that if I was ever going to do an endo season spectacular, that I could actually make it spectacular. Do something fun for the episode, do something meaningful, be creative. But it hit so fast and so hard that I don't have anything to talk about. And the news is all talking about coronavirus, COVID-19. So let's start there because I don't want to say much about it. I don't want to get into it too much any more than to say, due to the outbreak, which you all know, I've been posting about it, writing pieces about it. Other outlets have been doing it. I'm sure it's been talked about on, other podcasts, and obviously in other media it has been. The ski season is shut down. I mean, a lot of things are shut down. Like, I'm not trying to be ski selfish or snowboard selfish. I'm just saying, our industry, our fun is shut down as well. And probably rightfully so. The social distancing ideal is going to help. And it can't hurt, that's for sure. So it's good in a way that these mountains are shut down. Now, if you really want to get out there, we can still go outside. You can still go outside. It just, social distancing is literally distance yourself. Keep yourself safe, and then also, the proper hygiene techniques, do that. But the distancing part, if you want to get out there, and if you can skin up or if you have snowshoes and can go up in places that do allow it, remember, there's no ski patrol out there right now. They're off from work. So you're on your own. So you have to balance safety. Plus, you don't want to be getting, in a time of medical outbreak, of viral outbreak, emergency response teams and emergency response services and EMS and police and rescue, they don't need to be picking you off a mountain. So play safe if you do decide to uphill. Take more into account than just social distancing. Thinking, well, if I'm up there by myself, then I can't spread it and it's unlikely that I'll get it. And that's very true. And that is the point. But if you go down out there, there's no ski patrol coming for you. It might be a little more difficult maybe for EMS to come pick you off that mountain. So be careful. I'll say that about that. I will say, though, it is a time to be positive. Now, there's a lot of negativity floating around. And this isn't just about the ski season, mind you. There's a lot of negativity around this entire outbreak. There's a lot of, talking about how it's been handled, what should be done. Are people underestimating? Are people overestimating? Are people panicking? Are people blasé? All of that. We know it. We've seen it. And somewhere down the middle is the right answer, as I will always say, as someone who preaches balance. But all that said, positivity is the way to go, and staying positive. And how can we do that? Well, we all get a little bummed out at the end of the season. But as I said in my last episode, was it the last episode or was it one before that now? It was the last one. The one about the springtime being here. Because it's beautiful outside. It's cold. Believe me, I went outside yesterday and tried to shoot some ball. I like basketball. I figured a little exercise. I can't really play, so if someone would have been there looking for a pickup game, I'm not in the shape to play. If I try to play basketball for 5 minutes, I will pass the hell out. Same reason I'm not, we all know why I'm not as, active outside as I should be. But I can be a little bit. And I went out yesterday, tried to shoot some ball, get a little exercise. It was 30 degrees out, so it wasn't fun. My ears hurt. My face was getting chapped from the breeze. My ball was starting to freeze, and that sucks on the fingers. But it was definitely That's why there was no one else out there. It wasn't social distancing. It was because it was too damn cold to play basketball, so I had a basketball court all to myself. But the point is, you can get out there. You can do things. It is beautiful. Go ahead and do them. Because as we know, if you've ever done any reading into, say, depression or anxiety or other, I'm hesitant to say mental illnesses because I don't want to use that term wrong. But if you do any reading into those, those types of things, you find out that physical activity is a great way to combat those. So, as I said in the last episode, to combat the being bummed out of, springtime and the season here in the East shutting down, and it will start to shut down in the West too. You get out there and you do some stuff. Just in this time, do it by yourself or do it with someone you know is okay. And don't talk to strangers, not because they are stranger, but because you all could pass stuff back and forth. You know the deal. But stay active, stay fit, stay positive. Keep going because the season isn't going to be shut down forever. Like I said in the introduction and the teaser, I don't believe in the season that ends because nowadays with, the wonders of technology and whatnot, it doesn't have to end. It's all dependent on what someone wants to do specifically and the resources each person has, I get some people do want summer off. Other people just don't have the resources to travel all over the place, to like the Southern Hemisphere. And we don't know how this outbreak is going to affect their season. Will it be done and everything be able to open up before their season starts, or will it not? We'll see. But the season is over, and we only have to look forward to getting into April. Now, in New England, that means we're probably done. With everything shut down, stuff's going to melt fast. There is no snowmaking going on as far as I know. Everybody was sent home. So even like Killington, who's only staying closed for the week at first, and Friday we'll find out what their final decision is. I think it was Friday. They're not owned by Vail, but I think they're pulling the same schedule as Vail. I think that's what it was. I could be wrong. This is a good time for you to, fact check me. Actually, it's just checking to make sure I'm not daft. Anyway, they always push into April, but will they be able to reopen in April? I don't know. Fact is, New Englanders, you're going to have to do what you would do anyway if you want to keep the season going. You're going and Eastern, ski the Easters. You're going to have to go west. It's snowing in Tahoe right now. They have like feet and more feet coming, I think. I think they're getting a pretty decent, late winter blast out there. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think they're getting snow and they're upset because it's all out there and they can't use it unless, again, you have the equipment and the know-how, and the wherewithal to go uphill under your own power. So it is disappointing, but again, to that point, stay positive because they're going to open those lifts. They're going to be able to open the lifts, and it might not be, into May this year or June, but you'll at least get through April and you'll be able to get some stuff. And for us in the East, Big Snow is going to open up in April right now. And the mall's going to open back up too in April. That's where they've gone for the outbreak closure. Just to the first week of April. And then, we'll be back on it too. It may be indoors, but it's just different. So stay positive. Stay healthy, do some exercising and some working out while you have the opportunity. If you're stuck inside, man, you don't have to go to the gym. Push-ups and jump ropes, baby. Do some yoga. There's plenty of videos on YouTube for yoga. There might be some on other streaming services too. I don't know. There's, or you can read about it online. That's the beauty right now of technology is that we can keep some things going. If you want to, just get into ski games, man. Go pick up a copy of Steep. You can get that on Steam. You don't even have to have a physical copy. It's downloadable. Tons of mobile games. Do some gaming. Just do whatever makes you happy right now because happy is what's going to get everybody through this. And look forward to the season. Hey, it's this outbreak isn't going to burn us so bad that next season's already canceled. There's tons of pass deals right now. Buy your pass now. Some of you already have. I know that. Buy a pass now. Do that research. Plan your next road trip for next season. Start planning. I said that in the last episode too. Plan that. Start planning and stay positive. And that's the best I can say on this one. like I said, an end of season spectacular should be spectacular, but it really can't be because, it closed so abruptly and for such a bad reason. Bad meaning bad times. Not like that's a stupid reason to close the mountains. No, it sucks because people are getting sick. And, it may be dangerous, it may not, but the point of the entire thing is to just stem the tide. And this is the best way we got now is just to shut down, chill out, and wait. So I really wish I could come out here and be spectacular for you. I mean, I suppose I could juggle. I don't have anything to juggle right here, but I can do it. I could show that off. It's one of the dumbest skills I have. Not that juggling's dumb, but why did I ever pick that up? I don't know. I've never wanted to be a clown or a circus performer. Well, being a clown might be okay. I don't know. I've never talked to clowns. But you know what I mean. Stay positive, stay active the best you can, and be ready. You can also, take this time to watch film. I put up the post on Instagram, and actually I put it everywhere, the picture. But I have a small collection of DVDs, movies that just aren't on streaming services. Out Cold, Hot Dog, Aspen Extreme, Icebreaker. If you've never seen Icebreaker, and you can get your hands on a copy because it's not streaming anywhere, you might be able to get it on like Vudu where you can buy it, and they have a whole bunch of stuff there. You might be able to find it on YouTube or something. I don't know where you can find it, but if you can, check this one out. It not only was filmed at Killington, but it took place at Killington. So Killington is in the movie. The Rutland Police are in the movie. It's wonderful. It stars Sean Astin. You know who he is, especially Lord of the Rings nerds and Goonies nerds. You know who he is. It stars Bruce Campbell. Again, Evil Dead. Come on, nerds. Anything Sam Raimi put together since the 70s. Come on, man. Bruce Campbell, they're in it, and it's not a good movie. I would almost imagine those two guys want to forget that it even existed, but it doesn't matter if it's good. It's awesome, and you'll like it. I love it. I can't not like it. I enjoy it. I do have a copy over here. So there you go. Stay positive. That's what I'm saying to you. You know what you should do? Do what I did yesterday. While I was, writing and doing some things, getting some stuff together, ready for today for Ski Rex Media, I was blasting that rock and roll music, man. I'm saying, it doesn't have to be hardcore metal, but get that rock and roll. God gave rock and roll to everyone. You don't believe me? Ask Kiss. They're the ones who said it. Get out that rock music or rock out. Or if you like Gaga, do some Gaga. I love Lady Gaga. I don't care how metal I am. I love Lady Gaga, and I'll listen to her stuff too. I don't care. Get your music out. Dance. Have a good time. Stay positive. And I'm not saying that we should ignore the people who are sick and are having problems. Absolutely not. That should not be ignored. That should be dealt with. But for those of us who aren't sick, who are still able to do stuff and stay positive, stay positive, my friends. That's what you do. The memes have not stopped. I'll worry about the end of the world when memes stop. That's when I'll worry about it. Until then, I'm not going to wholly worry about it because I am doing my part. I already work from Ski Rex Media headquarters, which is just a room in the house. That's it. The HQ bit is kind of just a bit. It's for fun. There really isn't a Ski Rex Media headquarters. It's my bit. So I'm here. I'm socially distanced from people. So I'm doing my part. I already wash my hands far too often. And I'm a bit of a germaphobe because I hate getting sick. And I yell at my friends' kids when they sneeze near me or cough near me. And they do it just to be jerks. And that's one of the reasons I love them. But I also yell at them and tell them to be clean. I do it all the time. And they're friends. My kids' friends, I tell them. And they don't even know me. All right, maybe I am a little neurotic when it comes to the germs. But joking aside, I do the proper hygiene thing too. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have. We'll leave this as a short one for right now because there's not much news I could talk about that we already don't know. I mean, there's probably little things, because the world is still turning. There might be some new products that just came out, there might be something going on. But it really comes down to that the ski season is over. Skiing and snowboarding season is over. And it is actually over for a bit. But in April, we'll be back. You know what it does do for anyone who watches the supplemental program? You ski in Vermont this weekend? You're not skiing in Vermont this weekend. So that series is over. So hashtag shamelessly plugging that is kind of pointless, but that's fine. That's fine. That can be over for now. And I don't know enough about mountain biking to do it. Are you mountain biking in Vermont this weekend? I don't think I know enough about to do that. So anyway, we're going to leave this one shorter than I've been doing. We usually run between 20 and a half hour. We're going to do about between 15 and 20 minutes this week because I really don't have much more to say on it other than it may have been a bogus season for the most part. Snow was light all over the place. Here, the winter was nowhere near what it was the last two. Even out west, this winter hasn't been disappointing, but it has been less than normal. The skijoring season, using the horses, that's really cool. Their season kind of took a hit. They were canceling events every which way before the outbreak, just no snow. We heard about it in Europe, places that just couldn't stay open. That one place in France that was helicoptering in snow. The season was rough. The best thing we can do now is get through the outbreak and be safe. And then while we're inside dealing with that, make sure we're playing up for the next one, and we'll get crazy for the next one. All right. So that's my thing on it. This end of season spectacular is me just saying, be safe, everybody. Try to stay positive. Keep reading and watching Ski Rex Media stuff because I don't think I'm going anywhere. I don't have a whole team I have to send home, and I don't have an office building that needs to be closed. I'm going to be here anyway. So there you go. There's an advantage. All right, guys. So this is Tim from Ski Rex Media saying be safe. Get back out there when everything opens up if you can. And if not, get out those bikes, skateboards, inline skates, basketballs, frisbees, footballs, whatever, kayaks, tubes. Do your thing because, the world might suck right now a little bit, but it's not going to stay that way, and it never does. So we'll see you outside, maybe down the river, maybe on a basketball court. Who knows? Tim from Ski Rex Media. Later, everybody.